platform. I'm Comfort Samson. In Quantity today, we're considering number series. Number series. In our previous lessons, we learned about operational science, which includes addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. But in this lesson, we're considering number series. Numbers are arranged in various patterns. Now, we have examples on the board. The first example is, these are the numbers arranged in this pattern. We are to consider the numbers as they go in progression. Now, we have 10, we have 12, then we have a dash, we have 16, we have another dash, and we have 20. Now, what numbers are between 10 and 12? We are to consider the distance, the interval between these two numbers. For you to get 10 to 12, what's the number in between them? The number between them is 2, because when you add 2 to 10, you get 12. Now, when you add 2 to 12, you get the next number, 14. When you add 2 to 14, you get 16. When you add 2 to 16, you get 18. And when you add 2 to 18, you get 20. So the first pattern is addition of 2. Addition of 2. Now, let's go to the second one. We have 600 and we have a dash. We have 800, we have 900. Now, what number is in between 600 and 800? When you have 600, your next number that comes after 600 is 700, because we already have numbers arranged in the patterns of hundreds. 600 plus what number gives 700 is 100. 600 plus 100 gives you 700. 700 plus 100 gives you 800. 800 plus 100 gives you 900. 900 plus 100 gives you what? 1000. So what does this tell us? It tells us that we are adding 100 to the next number to get the next digits. Now, we have the third one. We have 90, we have 95, and we have a dash. We have 105, we have 110, we have 50. 150. Now, the first number, 90 and 95, what's the number interval between these two numbers? Number between them is 5. Now, when you add 5 to 90, you get 95. When you add 9 to 95, you get what? 100. When you add 5 to 100, you get 105. Another 5 to 105, 110. Another 5 to 110, you get 115. It tells us that we are adding 5 to each of the numbers to get the next digits. Number 4. We have 114, 115. Then what is supposed to have here? 116. What does that tell you? It means you are adding 1 to each of these numbers. 116 plus 1 gives you 117. 117 plus 1 gives 118. 118 plus 1 gives you 119. So that's how the progression goes on. The next one is 200, 201, 202, 203, 204. What are we adding? We are also adding 1 to each of the numbers. Now let's go to the next one, number 6. We have 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. Now, from the first number, how do we get to the next number? We are going to add 100 to this number. 1,100 plus 100, you get 1,200. 1,200 plus 100, you get 1,300. 1,300 plus 100, 1,400. 1,400 plus 100, you get 1,500. It means we are adding 100 to each of the numbers. Now, number 7. 181, 183, 185, 187, 189, 191. Now, what's the difference between these two numbers? 181, 183. What numbers is the interval? The interval is 2. When you add 2 to 181, you get 183. When you add 2 to 183, you get 185. When you add 2 to 185, you get 187. When you add 187 to this, you get 191. Those are the number of digits we have there when you add 2 to each of of the numbers. Now, the next number is 830, 840, 850, 860, 870. Now, what numbers are we adding to get the next digits? 830 plus 10 gives you 840. 840 plus 10 gives you 850. 850 plus 10 gives you 860. 860 plus 10 gives you 870. Now let's go to the next number. We have 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. Now, what's the interval between these two numbers? 25 and 35. What's the interval? The interval is 10. How do we get 10? You can simply say 35 minus 25, you get 10. Then when you add 10 to this one, it gives you the next number. When you add 10 to 35, it gives you 45. When you add 10 to 45, it gives you 55. When you add 10 to 55, it gives you 65. When you add 10 to 65, it gives you 75. Now, let's go to the last number. We have 20, 23, 26, 29, 32. Now, what numbers are we adding to get the next digit? From 20 to 23, you can simply say 23 minus 20. What do we have? 3. Now, add that 3 to 23 to see if you guys get the same. 23 plus 3 gives you 26. 26 plus 3 gives you 29. 29 plus 3 gives you 32. And that is how we arrive at all these numbers. Remember, number series, you need to study the progression of the numbers. The numbers might not be the same because their patterns differ from one another. You can see all the patterns are not the same. But when you study the examples given to you, you use that to get the answer of the next digit. Pupils at home, you go through this and you have your textbook to work on page 54. When you get to that page, you see number series, and you will have your examples given to you in the textbook. You can also go through these examples when you have any questions. And if you still have more questions, you can still drop it on the class forum and we'll get the feedback to you. Just stay safe and have a blessed day. Thank you.